My name is George Gavin.
My name is Jim Cramer.
I first came to Grace Church almost 3 years ago now. And Jimmy and I were looking for a place to be able to worship and thank God in because we had had such a rough year.
I remember telling George, who's my partner, that I felt like I just came home, and he looked at me like I had two heads.
I felt that I had found God in this church, in the act of worshiping Him, of praying to Him, of finding a whole new family of people that we both felt so in love with. I love the worship. I love the music. Aesthetically, it is such a beautiful place to be in.
I find the music to be exquisite. It's joyful when it needs to be joyful. It's a little bit more temperate when the service requires it. But I think overall we have a magnificent music director, a wonderful choir.
We have so many unique individuals, and yet somehow they all seem to blend in with each other. That creates a harmonious element, which surprised me at first, and it constantly does.
I was raised a Roman Catholic. I was very devout. I, as a child, was an altar boy. I absolutely love being an acolyte at Grace, and I was so excited to see that adults were actually serving on the altar, and just renewed my passion.
I was born and baptized as a Roman Catholic, and I was very, very, very deeply religious growing up. I decided I had a vocation from the time I was 12, 13 years old, and that I told my family I wanted to be a monk. I did follow that feeling of vocation. I became a Benedictine monk, and I was in St. Mary's Abbey for a few years. And I left it when I felt that God was calling me in a different direction. Becoming an Anglican is just so easy for me. It is such a pleasure.
Such a different philosophy. Just the inclusion of everyone. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, what sexual orientation you have.
To see people welcome to the table of the Lord, to receive Jesus without having to worry about what denomination are you, or are you in a state of sin at this moment. To know that Jimmy and I do not have to be ashamed of being a gay couple in a church where we are welcomed for our longevity of our relationship and are actually treated with pride and with love by so many people.
I think it's a religion that I wish I had known about many, many years ago.
To support Grace Church financially for us is so important because we feel it has given us so much, and that it is a small way for us to be able to repay and to try to help the church be there for ourselves as we get older and for new people coming in. That it gives us a sense of responsibility, that it's not just a church that we walk into on Sunday mornings and then walk out of after coffee hour, but that actually there's something of us that we're putting into the church physically.
Well, I think when you love something as much as we love Grace, I think it's really important to do whatever we can to support the church and to give back. It's not really, for me, a matter of supporting the church. It's a matter of me wanting to contribute to something that's really special and to something that I don't want to see disappear. I would like to encourage anybody who is looking for a religious home to come and visit us on a Sunday. I think that they would just find a warmth and a spirituality that they wouldn't see normally.
My own personal conviction is that the Holy Spirit is just with our church so much that almost every single Sunday there's a new face in the pews that somehow or other has found out about us and is coming in curiosity. I hope that He keeps sending us more and more as the years go on.